Hello, in this tutorial, I will guide you on how to set up the FLINT Example module on Visual Studio Community 2019. Testing FLINT Example is an excellent way to understand how custom modules are built on top of the FLINT. Let's start. We need to open a web browser. In my case, it's Google Chrome, File Explorer, and a command prompt window. Now, in File Explorer, go to C, Development, Moja Global folder, and make sure that FLINT is set up properly and VCPKG has all the required libraries installed. Now, in Google Chrome, go to docs.moja.global. Click on the menu button and click on the FLINT Development Setup. And now scroll down and click on the FLINT Example. Now click on Environment Visual Studio. Make sure that VCPKG is set up properly. In Chrome, open a new tab and go to github.com/moja-global. In the Find Repository box, search for flint.example and click on the repository link. Now, maximize the browser and click on the green download code button. Click on the HTTPS link and right click and click on copy. We will now clone the FLINT example repository to our computer. Open the documentation and in the command prompt, type the command cd c development Moja Global to change to the Moja Global directory. And then type git clone and paste the link that we copied earlier and press enter. Hence, FLINT example repository will be saved in your Moja Global folder. Now, let's change to the FLINT example folder by the command cd FLINT example. Change to the source folder with cd source and use mkdir build to create a folder named build in the source directory. Also, let's open this newly created folder in our File Explorer. Depending on the type of simulation, we will use different commands to build our Visual Studio project. For now, we will continue with the point simulation command. Use the command cd build to change to the build directory. Now, copy the whole cmake command. And right-click to paste it in the command prompt. Press enter. The cmake build process will start. After the build process is completed, you can see the newly generated build files in the build folder in the File Explorer. Now, before trying to build and run the FLINT example project, browse to the FLINT build folder in Moja Global, FLINT, Source, Build, and open the moja.sln file. The FLINT Visual Studio solution will open up in Visual Studio. Now, in Solution Explorer section, right-click on the All Build option and click on Clean. The output shows 7 succeeded. Back in the Solution Explorer, right-click on All Build again and now click on the Build button. You can see the FLINT being built in the output. It shows 7 succeeded. Great! FLINT has been built successfully. Now, close Visual Studio. As shown in the documentation, FLINT has been built successfully. In File Explorer, go back to the Moja Global folder. And open FLINT Example. Source. Build. And look for a file flint.example.sln. It is the Visual Studio solution of the FLINT example module. Running in the IDE and debugging is a little tricky. The issue is we want to run Moja CLI exe from the Moja FLINT project, but debug in our current IDE, which is FLINT example. The solution is to use properties to set up a debug run in the IDE, making the command run moja cli.exe. Make sure to set the paths accordingly. In the Solution Explorer, click on the arrow on CMake Predefined Targets to expand it. And like previously, right-click on the All Build, click on Clean, and then again right-click on All Build and click on Build. FLINT example will start building as shown in the output. 5 builds succeeded. Awesome. To run the RothC module of FLINT example, we will use settings from the RothC example section in the docs. First, in the Solution Explorer, right-click on Moja FLINT Example RothC and click on Set as Startup Project. After this, the RothC module will be in bold font. Now, right-click on the same Moja FLINT Example RothC module and at the end of the menu, click on Properties. The properties will then come up. Now, click on the debugging section. We need to copy the required parameters from the documentation to our Visual Studio IDE one by one. Let's start with command. Copy the command path and in the properties, beside the box, click on the small arrow icon and click on Edit. In the box, paste the copied command path and click OK. Similarly, do the exact same process with the other parameters like command arguments. And the working directory. The output of the models will be saved here. And similarly for the environment as well. Make sure that the path and local libs are on different lines. as shown here. Now click on Apply and OK. Now maximize the Visual Studio window and click on Local Windows Debugger button. A console window will open up and show you the output of the RothC simulation. Hence, we have successfully set up FLINT Example for point simulation and tested the RothC module on it. Thank you for watching. You can contact us via info@moja.global if you have any questions.